back to the Artie Lange Show. My first guest is a legend, legendary stand-up comic, great actor, a guy I've been a fan of since probably 1988-ish or so, like most people. But he's in a new Woody Allen movie, Blue Jasmine. He's unbelievable and he's great. Andrew Dice Clay.
Artie.
My buddy. What's up, man?
What are you doing?
How you doing?
I like that intro. Like we never met. You know what I mean? You got to be all professional.
Well, I don't know. I was
know.
trying to say, I've been a fan a long time, and you're just a guy that.
I just like people to know that we know each other.
Oh, we do know each other.
You know
sure,
what I mean?
Course,
Like somebody might be tuning in and go, "Oh, Artie, you don't know him." You know what I mean? Because we do.
We do.
We've worked together. We've
Absolutely.
hung together.
We've hung out. Yeah.
But you're the one that told me to do all this stuff, like Blue Jasmine. No, don't you remember?
I said you should always do something like a Woody Allen movie.
At Florentine's wedding.
Right.
When we hung out, we were talking.
That's right. You gave me some nice life advice, too.
Yeah, but you also said you're the guy that's got to go do this again.
Right.
Because we all came up like at the same time. So I'm really just doing what you told me to do.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah, it took a little time.
But you really, really great job, man. So
thank you.
What was that whole experience like? I mean, it's funny, like your character. The only complaint I had is there wasn't more of you, to tell you the truth. I loved every time you were on screen.
You know what? I wasn't, and I've told it on every interview, I just wasn't expecting this overwhelming response.
Right.
You know what I mean? I wanted to do a great job. I mean, you'd get a Woody Allen movie, you want to do great, but, when they got a half a page of you in the Wall Street Journal saying what I would call crazy stuff, I'm used to seeing, the comedy of hate.
Right,
and I go, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But when they're writing, this guy's incredible, I'm going, all right, well, what is this, a goof? Did every journalist get together and go, we're going to really goof on this guy now? You know what I mean? So it's an exciting time.
Yeah, good, man.
Things are pretty incredible since then.
Now, have you gotten a lot of movie offers, I'm sure, since then?
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done, I would say over the summer, since the movie broke, 40 meetings in between going to Vegas and performing.
Right.
And there's a lot of things on the table. There's some very serious things on the table, certain shows. And, I signed with Resolution with David Unger.
Oh, okay.
And there's some.
That's Mickey Rourke's guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's TV projects on the table, there's movie projects, and it's like getting down to the wire now that I got it, because I could only do like one show.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just don't want to pick the wrong one.
You don't take that's the key sign. A time like this where you're hot, you don't take too much stuff. You know?
You can't, but you want to take what you think is the best thing for you.
Right.
And the movies are coming, which is great. There'll be another movie announcement pretty soon.
Oh, cool.
And, and it's like heavy films.
Sure.
There's some comedy, but there's like real heavies coming after me to do a lot of work.
When a guy like Woody Allen...
Is this okay, Mikey? The electronic, you happy this time? Huh?
He was mad you were smoking last night.
Yeah, remember last time you came over, you put my cigarette out? Is this okay for you?
You
know I love you, right?
Thank you, Dice. That wasn't that was from Waters from Above.
No, I know. You did what you had to do with what you got, and I straightened everything out with everybody I had to talk to about. You know what I mean? So we're going with the electronic for you.
Thank you,
look.
buddy.
No smoke, Mikey. No smoke, no taste, no reason for it.
What is the deal with that? Do you smoke those on a regular basis?
Well, I have regular cigarettes,
you
but
can't,
I
inside,
was
you can't
telling
smoke anywhere.
my wife and Eleanor, Valerie and Eleanor, I said, if I walk in there with a cigarette, Mike's gonna go nuts.
He'll go crazy.
I go, he just, for whatever reason, he just won't allow it.
So that's on your mind. Mike's on your mind,
Well,
obviously.
yeah, because, I do like to smoke. I enjoy it. You know what I mean? But he just, last time he physically came, I thought I was going to catch a beating from you. You know what I mean? And he just put it out. So what am I going to do?
Well, you made the right decision. Mike can fly off the handle.
I know.
Listen to Mike go crazy. We have
let me hear. I want to hear this.
This is a clip of Buscetti screaming at a woman on the phone.
Well, this is after the show, but I lost.
Oh, yeah, put your headphones on. Put your
all
headphones on
right.
real quick.
Let me hear.
Real quick.
Wait, do it. Mike, go nuts.
Can't say that.
I didn't. Well, I just did. Dan, she don't know. She don't know me from Adam.
Calm down. Okay, calm down.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
She
Don't
should.
get upset.
No, she's a. Well, that's what she is, though, Dan. I'm not saying sorry for it. That's what that whore is. I'm not apologizing. I'm not. There's some people that don't Tell me I'm not apologizing. See?
All right, it's okay. It's okay, Mike. Just take a deep breath and let's calm down. Okay?
No,
I know you're. It's not. Just calm down.
some drugged up whore. that mother's. I'm not talking that skanky pile of
I know.
No, she's a. I'm sorry. No, I mean, she don't know me. Who the she didn't put me down and criticize me? She don't know me from Adam. She don't. She don't know about me. That she don't know me. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm just like, I'm tired of people judging me that don't know me.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, so just
Mikey,
keep the cigarettes. Keep the cigarettes.
Mikey, you know, you're saying the chick don't know. I don't even know who you're fighting with. So how did you know
He
she's a
didn't
whore?
know her either.
No, what happened was.
No, but you kept calling her like a whore.
Well,
how did you know that about her if she didn't know you?
I just lost my temper.
I was going to school to become an attorney, Mikey.
Yeah, he was very much in the wrong there.
He was in the wrong?
Yeah.
But it all
Look at,
depends what she did.
A woman called up. Well, she said she called him delusional,
Yeah.
and then
That was it.
and that's it. That's
That
all
was
I-
it?
That was
the
it.
way
Yeah.
she said
And
it.
that's what made her the whore?
No, but the way she said it, though, I didn't like how her tone of voice
Yeah,
real.
I understand that. I go through that every day.
I don't like her tone of voice.
You got to understand, I'm traveling, Mikey. I got my wife with me. I got my ex-fiance in opening act in one. You know what
let's
I mean?
talk about that. This is your ex-fiance.
Can Eleanor come sit near you a minute? Is it all
course,
right?
of course.
Eleanor, come on over. Come on. Yeah, hurry up. Move. You see, Mikey, you got to keep them in line.
Oh, no.
You know how it works. Did you ever meet Artie?
Yes, sir, right there.
I'm gonna meet him now.
Oh, okay. The man said he was going to have a
Artie.
chair. This is why we're not going out anymore, Artie. Look what she does.
This is fantastic. Does she come on to every radio host?
You know what? She comes on to everybody.
You know, let's take a break. We'll get her a chair.
Okay.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be back after
Why, you
these
want
words.
a chair?
He's yelling at me. Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. We're sitting here with the great Andrew Dice Clay. He is starring in Blue Jasmine, Woody Allen's Blue Jasmine, currently in theaters. And he's going to be at Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, September 19th, 20th, and the 21st. That's you want to see Dice in rare form, go to Governor's, man, in Levittown. That is the place to see him. And another legendary place, the Beacon, in November.
Yeah, we go on sale. What is it, Friday, they said?
Friday, they're going. You
Friday,
and the
me
great
and Jim
Jim Norton.
Norton.
Yeah, Jimmy, I know real well.
Yeah, I mean, you know how many shows me and Jim did together?
Yeah, sure.
Before, he started really with O&A.
Well, you helped him become a name.
Well, he talks about that a lot. But the point is, from the time he started opening for me, I just saw how great he was.
Yeah.
And he was with me for like 3 or 4 years.
And you guys are a perfect
And-
combination. Too.
Yeah, so we were out in L.A. talking about it, that we're both really revved up to work together.
Oh, it's gonna be
And do
awesome.
some shows. And,
I'm gonna come to that if I can.
and if Eleanor behaves, maybe she'll be on that show too. Eleanor, we got
Eleanor-
to introduce
I'm
Eleanor.
gonna try to behave.
Well, okay, Eleanor is your ex-fiance.
Yeah, but more important, all kidding aside, I could goof about that, and it's true, but,
true.
to me, she's just about the best female stand-up in the country now.
There you go.
That's amazing.
I mean, she's
Thank
been
you.
opening my shows for about 5 years, and I get the toughest crowds there are.
Yeah, I know.
And when she started opening for me, it didn't go that well for her.
It didn't.
But she didn't throw in the towel. You know that. She's from South Philly.
Okay.
And she just got better and better. And now last night at the Bergen, she just killed.
You know
I
what,
mean,
every
and my crowds are ramped up.
No, I'm
you
saying,
know
if
that.
any female
They're like
comic,
me.
Any female comic opening for you, that's rough.
That's
rough.
true. It's true. They
But
don't-
she's really the only one that really survived.
Wow.
Yeah,
She
they
doesn't
try
just
to-
survive; she kills them. That's why I say it on TV. That's
Thank
you know
you.
that.
Thank you.
Now
It's
she's
true.
she's on the road with you and with your wife, your
Yeah,
current
with Valerie,
wife.
yeah.
Sure.
So
My
how does
sister
that
wife.
how does that work? Is that any problems there?
There's no downtime.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's-
right now
I'm saying a man needs. I was just saying a man needs some time off from a woman. Is my point. So you have an ex-fiance and a wife.
it gets pretty crazy as far as them both talking
Right.
all the time. Because right now, the first few days in New York, we had to share this little suite. You know what I mean?
Oh, my
so,
God.
Yeah, so
It's fun.
if my wife doesn't get my ear about something, I still have to hear about it because she starts telling Eleanor.
Right.
You know, and then there's, you know, the sleeping conditions, which I won't get into right now.
That's nobody's business, and it's certainly not for television.
What do you mean it's not for TV? Everything's
It's
for
not
TV.
for TV. You don't talk about
What do
that
you mean
on
not for TV? That's all I see everywhere I go at TVs. Every bar I
Oh,
go
that's
in.
right.
Forget
You're very
about
upset about
wherever you
TVs.
go. You have no idea. It's starting to affect me mentally.
Too many televisions?
You go into like a 5-star restaurant, there's a TV.
There is,
I mean,
actually.
what's that? I've stopped going to certain restaurants because the TVs.
Yeah, the flat screen
You want to go in
explosion.
there? I want to go in there with my wife. You know what I mean?
And
You know,
ex-fiancé.
and grab her under the table, do what I got to do, and you're watching a football game. You know, they got a football game in HD in your face on a 52-inch screen. You have no idea what that does
All
to me,
right.
Mike.
You got to calm down.
No, I'm
Sorry,
serious.
Mike.
Then we get in the cab. It's right in your face, a TV.
That's
you
right.
can't get away from
TVs in
TV.
cabs.
Like
That's right.
here, I understand it. Do you know why, Artie? It's a TV show. That's what it is. But if I go to a restaurant across the street, I don't need a big screen TV. I can't deal with it anymore.
The stuff in the cabs is annoying, man.
You know what I mean? You want
he
some
freaked
romance,
out.
and there's a soccer ball coming at you like it's going to hit you in the face. I mean, it's unbelievable. Wherever you go, you know, you go to a doctor's office, they got a TV showing surgery. I don't want to see that. I got a cough. It's really what goes on.
It's
I don't know
almost
why
like
you're
people-
laughing.
it's
He's
almost like
freaking out.
people
No,
want
why
to
are
show
you
off.
laughing at that, Mike?
People want to show off that they can afford a television. That's what it seems like.
Right.
Like we could get a flat screen TV. Look at us.
My dentist don't have a TV in his office.
Well, he doesn't, he doesn't
Well,
have,
give me his number because then I can go there.
he doesn't have anesthesia.
Even when you
either.
go to the dentist. I go to the dentist, they got a big screen right there.
Yeah.
And they're showing root canals on the screen.
Yeah,
and I'm laying there hoping I hope I don't have to do that now.
Mike, none of the people at the clinic have TV.
No, I got a regular guy.
No,
He's a
you
cool
said
guy.
he's lazy, though.
No, my
That's
regular
probably
doctor's
why.
a
He doesn't
lazy
apply
guy.
himself.
No, my regular doctor's a lazy butt.
No, well.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just
Well, I
unbelievable.
think-
There's no end to the TV.
There is no end. There's a lot of televisions around.
You walk in the street, it's in every window. They're showing, if you walk by a clothing store, they're showing the clothes they sell in the clothing store on the TV.
It's an
and it's right next to
advertisement.
the TV in the window. The same clothes. I get it. It's a clothing store.
I know, you
But
know-
I'm not coming in. I can't listen to it.
All right,
And
you gotta
restaurants
calm down.
do have outside. They have a picture of on TV the people serving you food. Their food.
Yeah, and then you walk in, those people were fired already. You know what I mean?
They got to update the video.
The
every 3
waitress with the
weeks.
fat can, you know what I mean? That I'm walking in there for. Oh, she left 3 years ago. You know, and the big cows hanging down. You know what I'm
fat
talking
can.
about.
Big cow.
You know what I'm talking about, Eleanor.
I got
Yeah,
you.
you got it.
I ain't got it.
when
You're on TV.
But I
You
got
got to
you.
talk now.
I'm talking. You're screaming
well,
about
he's not paying
televisions.
attention
Anybody,
to
nobody
you.
could get a word in edgewise.
Well, what are you yelling at me for?
Because
I
you're
just want-
yelling at
you
Mike
aren't even
and
supposed
whoever
to
else
be
is
on the
walking
show.
by. All right, so I'm on the show now. How's it going,
You weren't
Artie?
supposed to be on the show, and now you're yelling
Well,
at
now
me.
I'm on the show.
My
What do
fans
you want
are
me to
looking
do?
at me
So
like
your
I did
fans are
something
looking
wrong.
at you because you just won't shut up. You're screaming about TVs. There's TVs here. There's TVs. All right, get over it.
Now, why did you guys break
I
up?
am over it. You know, you see what I mean, Mike? They never know
You
when
know
to
why we
shut up.
broke up?
What
Because
came between you two?
I regained consciousness, and then I got out. of it.
Eleanor was the wife when,
just
you had,
heard
the,
what
when
you
you had the
said.
reality show.
What happened?
Yes.
When you had the reality show, Eleanor was.
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
your-
and then when
your
you see
girl.
it on
The
television,
reality
that's
show,
when you check
another
out.
thing they didn't do the way I told them to do
Yeah,
it.
I know.
They'd still be on the air if they did it the way I told them how
That
to
is-
do
that-
it.
that is
That's how
true.
stupid that
That
man
is true. When I
was.
first heard that
Yeah.
Dice Clay reality show, I was like, Mike, how soon can I watch that?
Exactly.
And it's all editing. They do stuff. You got to have the right guys. You do.
You got to have the right guys, and they got to really film your life, not a scenario
Well, here's the thing, what
of
would you
taking me
rather-
to a clothing company
I know.
in New York and putting a grill. We're going to change your image today, Dice. You're going to wear a
Terrible.
grill like a rapper and put a do-rag on.
Yeah, that's it.
and the rapper... I go,
'Cause that'll
my
work.
own kid, who was like 10 years old at the time, said, if you were doing a reality show with Axl Rose, who's out of his mind,
Yeah.
wouldn't you just let him be Axl?
Sure.
And they went, yeah. So why don't you let my father just be out of his mind the way he is?
grilling you. Oh my God.
You know what I
it
mean?
was bad. It was
remember
really
going.
bad.
You know
"You're
why? Because
acting."
that's the easiest way to go. They're all hacks. Because
Yeah.
the easiest thing to do comedy-wise is fish out of water thing. Let's take Dice Clay
Yeah,
and make
exactly.
him a rapper. It's so easy to think about, and it's just a hacky thing. Like they
Exactly.
can't do it the other way.
Well, I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to do the right
Well,
show
no, you're
for me.
above a reality show. I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, what would you rather do, TV or movies?
Well, I want to do them both.
Yeah.
So, like I said, there's a lot of both right now on the table.
You know what I loved about watching the movie? The last scene where you sum up the film, like you have the key scene at the end of the movie,
Yeah.
which and it's Kate Blanchett and that other guy, and you're a comic, so I'm rooting for you anyway. Up with these so-called big boys of film, and it's like. You're just as good as those two, blowing them off the screen. And on
No,
top
but you
of it,
can't
and on top,
see,
and
that's
on
just-
top of it, you're also Kate Blanchett's going to win an Academy Award for
Well,
that
that's
movie.
what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah,
That's why you can't say it, because I couldn't believe I was standing in front of her doing those scenes.
Yeah, but
you
she
know what I
can't
mean?
do what you can do as a performer either. That's
No,
what-
but she doesn't claim to.
Comics don't get credit enough. Is my point. Like,
Well, not every comic could act. We know that.
Right.
But acting is something I always loved since I was very young. So I'm glad I was given an opportunity to do something great,
Right.
and play against people like Kate Blanchett and Sally Hawkins and Alec
that
Baldwin.
worked amazingly.
You know.
And would you?
I mean, to me, Sally was unreal.
God, she was great. She
Because
was,
I didn't
you
even-
two should get a sitcom.
You-
You want to get a sitcom?
Me and Sally.
Oh
right?
my God! After
Well, I didn't
watching
even
that,
know.
that's a
I thought she
no-brainer.
was from Jersey.
Where's she from?
She's from England.
Yeah.
The first time I met her was at the front door of a hotel room to shoot a scene.
Yeah.
So she's she's ready to do the scene. After we do the scene, she starts talking to me, but it's with that British accent.
I didn't know that she's from
Well,
England.
that's what I say. I say, I thought you were from like Jersey. She goes,
Wow.
no, I'm from England.
Wow, that
you
makes
know.
what she did more brilliant too.
Yeah, no, she's unreal. She
Yeah.
could just turn that on.
I don't know if I could do that. I think I'd have to be one of those jerks who had to keep talking like that even when the cameras weren't rolling because I'd lose it. I'd lose the accent, She can go right into one and
Just
right back
right
to the
in,
other. Yeah.
in and out. It made no. That's what makes them so great.
Yeah, that's hard.
And that's why, with any compliments I got about this film, I would say, when you're working with, somebody like Kate Blanchett, who I am a fan of,
Sure.
You just go, I can't believe this. It's
After
surreal.
After the movie comes out, do you hear from someone like Woody Allen? Does he talk to you? Is he just like,
Well, Woody was actually doing another movie already by
He's
the
already
time
doing
it came
something
out.
else,
But, I heard from a lot of people.
Yeah.
In the movie, like Alec was tweeting me. And,
Yeah, he was great.
Who
Yeah.
else tweeted? It's so many.
So many people. The critic, the film critic.
I just got
you.
who's
I forgot his
the
name.
playwright? David Mamet.
Oh, David
Yeah,
Mamet. Yeah,
sent
yeah.
me a handwritten note from
Wow.
his pad.
his pad.
Saying like from his
From the
his,
desk
from
of
the
David
desk.
Mamet.
Did
Yeah.
it say that?
And well, it has his name on
Yeah.
top, and it was hard to even
great.
understand what the guy was writing, and he's one of the greatest
crazy.
ever. And he goes, basically he said, if you want to work with me, I want to work with you. And I just told my manager, Bruce, I go, just ask this guy where I'm supposed to show up.
Well,
What do you mean if I want?
You and
Mamet,
him are a perfect match because
Yeah.
he writes the way you talk. Mamet.
And he writes on paper the way I write. He doesn't know how to spell the guy.
I was
love
going
it.
to ask, does that mean he can't spell?
Yeah, because Eleanor always makes fun of the way I spell.
Well, there's a lot of
because I
letters
spell the way I
extra.
feel, Eleanor.
Yeah, well, feel could have 4 or 5 F's. You don't know.
No, L's.
Couple
if
extra
I'm really
E's.
like, I really feel this.
Believe is a special word when he writes it. It's very
Well,
special.
how do I spell believe? Come on, what are you kidding?
It's like BELLIEVV.
It's the way I'm feeling it. I
You have a
never really
freaking
believed in
stroke
the
in the middle of
alphabet.
it.
Yeah.
Like as far as like how they tell you to
Well, how
write
can you
things.
not believe in the alphabet?
No, what? It's not about. I use it obviously with the letters they gave me.
You
But,
use
like,
the Chinese
if
alphabet.
I want to stretch a word out and I don't feel believe, you need a couple V's on the end. Like just tag it because
You do
this
that
is
to-
how it happened.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you how it happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
doing a book now, right?
Right.
I'm doing the book with David Ritz. It's an autobiography.
Great.
It's called The Filthy Truth. It's coming out in May by through Simon and Schuster. So in what was it, 2002?
Yeah.
Eleanor?
We still knew each other.
Yeah, when me and my ex-wife broke up, I decided I'll just write the book in longhand
He
and in
handwrote
capital
That's
letters.
how I just did my book, my second book for Simon and Schuster.
Okay.
They're so excited to have you there. I was at their office. They're like, oh, we got Dice, we got Dice. I wrote 2 books longhand. I can't type.
But do you write it in capital letters?
Do you do it in cursive?
No, ask Eleanor.
Wait a
She
minute.
could explain it.
Do you
No,
do
I
it in
can't.
cursive?
Cursive, I'm horrible. I wouldn't know.
He prints
What's
it.
cursive? Is that capital?
Handwriting.
Oh.
Handwriting.
print it.
Not capital. Oh boy.
I print, not capital.
No, I didn't write it in cursive. I
No,
wrote
no,
it.
you print. You
Regular big
yeah.
letters from
Big
the top
letters.
of the
It
line
has
to
to
the
go
bottom,
from the top to
like
the bottom.
the teacher taught me.
And if he makes a mistake, like phonics, it looks like phonics homework. That's what it looks like. And if he makes a mistake, he
I
just
can't write.
blacks it
I
out.
can't write in cursive.
No, if I made a mistake, I would box
Black
it
it
in
out.
and black it out
Yeah.
with the marker.
And I'm like, oh
So I
my
wrote this
God.
book in 2002.
How many pages?
You know, and typed out. My version was about 500 pages typed out. So the loose leaf that I kept it in, the binder was this thick.
Yeah, something like that.
So I handed it to the writer.
guy
I
thought it
said,
was a
read this,
stool."
and then call me, and you could question me. You know, and that's how the whole thing started. So, but now we're way into it.
That's awesome.
It's
coming
going to be
great.
great. It's going to be a great book,
Book's
no matter how.
coming along great.
I can't wait to the filthy truth and coming out. May.
And it is.
Wait to check that. I'm gonna take another break. We'll be back after these words.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.